main business is to help founders get money, get funds.
Yeah, exactly. So since 2015, I've been helping businesses launch to the market online. So what they would do is someone would come to me with a brand new idea, say, I want to make a water bottle that has UV light and kills bacteria. So I would take that initial idea and I would encourage the founder to create an MVP, a very minimum viable product, rather than spending 50,000 to go ahead and make this product, right? You sometimes get founders who spend a lot of money, go and create something, and then it doesn't work. Because why is that? Because they haven't tested whether the idea is good enough. They haven't gone ahead and validated the idea. And that's really important to do. So, I'll give you an example of something I did just last quarter. I had this idea that I wanted to create a UV sanitizing travel case for your masks, because if you go out and travel, you put on your mask and then you put it in your pocket, right? Very unhygienic. So I thought to myself, why can't we create a nice little holding case? You put the mask inside and it will also sanitize using UV light. And this was the idea. So what I did was, rather than spend, I got quotes from manufacturers. They quoted 20 to 30,000 to go and make this product. And I was like, wait a minute, I don't want to spend that amount. So I thought to myself, how can I make this product without spending the money? So what I did was I went on Amazon. I looked at a case, a headphone case, because I was thinking, okay, headphones, like the Beats headphones, are probably the right size that you want. So I went and bought a headphone case that I liked the design of for about $20 on Amazon. Then I got some LED lights and I stuck the LED lights inside this carry case, right? And then I took some really nice Instagrammable pictures. I created a landing page. I then started driving traffic using paid ads to this landing page. And I was able to see what people thought of my idea. So what was the reaction like? How much was I acquiring a person to actually be interested in this product? I was acquiring people for, I think, nearly $3. I was getting, I was acquiring people, but when I broke down the mass of it, because that product is only $49. So really you want a cost per lead of less than $1. You want a cost per click of around 20 cents. Otherwise, it doesn't make economical sense for you to go forward with that. You don't want to just generate 6 figures. You want to generate 7 figures or more. You want that capacity. You don't want it to be very restricted. So this idea is something that could still work. Maybe not now because COVID is sort of calming down. But, at that time, I thought to myself, that was a great idea. But we launched it in Q4. If I launched the idea maybe in Q2 or Q3, it would have done much better because people were thinking about COVID at that time. But this is a way of very quickly, testing, creating idea, very quickly going out there and finding something that's similar, taking photos, and then going out there and testing it. And that's what I've been encouraging people to do. So, I always want you to try and think lean, but when it comes to scaling, that's when you use an agency like ours, right? When you're looking to really put the pedal to the metal, that's when you use people like us. So initially, we can help validate the idea, help you understand whether there's a need for this product, help you refine the idea, and then take it to the next level.
I see. So guys, if you watch this video, Samit, it's a guy who can help you raise money in different platforms and different ways, right? He just, I know in your career, you raised more than $40 million for startups, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I've raised over 43 million and counting. We do the count at the end of every year. We just finished an amazing raise for a kids product that did $1 million just last week. But yeah, I've raised over 43 million, raised it through platforms like Kickstarter, Indiegogo, Crowdcube. You've got equity funding now, Start Engine, you've got Republic, all of these amazing companies that help you raise funding. And then we also help companies with that e-commerce as well. So, if they're already making money, then we help them scale these ads. We help them. So we're known as the launch experts. Anytime you have a product, then we help you launch it to the market. right now I'm doing a really cool experiment. So I love experimenting. I'm very much about data driven. So what I thought to myself, I said, look, I'm great with the online world, but how do we will everything that I'm doing with the online world, can I change it and do it with the offline world? So this month I had a crazy idea. I said to myself, I want to create a bar in London, right? So I don't know nothing about bars. I thought to myself, can I do this? What is the concept? How can I create something? How can I find a venue, something that's going to fit this idea? And that's what I've been working on this month. So what I did, exactly the same that I would do for an online campaign. I created the landing page for it. So if anyone wants to check it, you can go to arcademonkeys with a Z.com, and you can check out this landing page. We created this landing page. We created a video. You know, we didn't go out and film a video. We used pre-existing footage, put it together, created a nice little viral video, showing people having fun, showing people playing games, showing people eating, and we created this video. And then I started advertising it. I advertised it to people in London. We got people signing up for about $1. Very cheap, great, lots of engagement, people tagging 6 of their friends saying, hey, do you want to go to this? Shall we go to this? So, you know, I've been building up the community. We've got thousands of people already signed up. Our Instagram account's really big. And then I was like, okay, so this is positive. People are interested in this idea. Now I've gone running around London looking for a venue because I was like, oh, you know, COVID, everyone wants to go out. I went and found a venue. So now it's like, how do we decorate this place? So to decorate something is again 10, 20,000, right? Even the furniture, if you think about just getting a 3 seating is about.
I think we have a internet issue. I don't know if it's.
There you
it's
go.
not.
Yeah.
The internet issue is. Yeah?
There you go. There you go. Yeah, good. Can you hear me again?
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah. So now we're like thinking, how can we make everything very scrappy? So the furniture we're gonna actually put together ourselves, and we're gonna see, okay, you know, how can we do this? And even the the videographer, the interior designer, all these people, we're saying to them, look, you know, just be part of this experiment. Like, we're not paying anyone. We're seeing just what we can do. So everyone's so inside is a very empty sort of warehouse space. So we were thinking, okay, you know, we can paint this or we can put a bit of effort. So I started reaching out to different graffiti artists, and I said to them, look, can you come in and decorate this place? Because we're going to get a lot of PR, we're going to get a lot of awareness. Would you be up for that? And they said, yeah, okay, you know, fine. So we're not having to pay these guys. So a lot of the things we're doing, we're using in the real world, and we're testing it out. So, you know, I'm really excited for this concept. If it works, then I'll do an equity crowdfunding raise and I'll take it worldwide. You know, that's the long-term play.
Fantastic. It sounds like a crazy idea, but a very good one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, you know, the concept. Yeah, go on.
So Clubhouse, it's quite new, and you already have 58,000 followers.
Yeah.
How people can do that?
So I became really big on Clubhouse because I joined it in December. I ended up forming collaborations with people. So, you know, I would reach out to people and say, hey, look, you know, let's connect. You're a business owner. I'm a business owner. Let's see what we can do together. So we ended up combining, getting together, you know, forming rooms with each other. And we would be running these rooms, you know, so we created a system almost like a mafia. I was like the mafia leader, and I would be like, okay, look, you know, what we're going to do is we're going to put these rooms every single day. We're going to have a topic that we're going to be putting together. And that's really how I did it. You know, I should be really on 100,000 this month, but like I've now had this crazy idea of the bar, so that's what I'm doing. But you know, before I was doing interviews with famous people as well. So we did the interview with Terry Crews, we did the interview with Jay Shetty, we did the interview with Mark Randolph, the co-founder of Netflix. So all these big guys, we had managed to, you know, create some space and actually be known as the people to go to when you want to interview people. And that's exactly what I did. And that's how I became really big on Clubhouse as well. So for anyone that's looking to get on started on Clubhouse, I would say, you know, just find your voice initially. Get on there. A lot of people are going to be nervous. A lot of people won't know how to present themselves, but get on there, start talking, jump into rooms, raise your hand, ask questions, and then after a couple of weeks, start making connections. So every single person say, hello, you know, my name's Samit. I'd love to do a collaboration with you. How can we make a room together? You know, and then start being consistent with that. If you create a room every single day, people will start knowing what you do. So it's about consistency. It's about delivering content that's relevant. And then also thinking at the back of your mind. I was creating rooms that got 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people at any one time. But then I was thinking to myself, all I'm doing right now is I'm giving away a lot of free knowledge. I'm not really making anything. You know, my initial thing was like, okay, this is a new social media network. This is like TikTok. This is like Instagram. If I can get in on the ground early, very early, then I'll be able to establish myself. So for 4 months, I did not worry about how am I going to make some money out of it. I was just thinking, let me provide value. But the problem with Clubhouse right now is that it's a single time use. Like right now, me and you are on a live Facebook feed, right? So this video, even after this finishes, people will be able to access it. People will be able to listen into the recording. You'll be able to cut this up. You'll be able to put it on YouTube. You'll be able to cut it out, put it on Instagram.
Yeah.
The problem with Clubhouse is that it's a single time audio. So what you say once, and people constantly join the room, right? So people will come join in like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, hour, and they'll miss everything that you've said, which is a huge, huge problem. So I think for Clubhouse to really make it big, they need to provide recordings. They need to have an engine that allows people to search this content. And I think that's where the value is going to increase. At the moment, it's a new platform. It's something everyone gets excited about. Everyone's like, okay, how can we dominate on this platform? How can we make sure we're building up our presence? So, you know, I would say always keep in mind what your end objective is. If you get sucked into it, you're going to get sucked into it and you won't know where the time's gone, right? So this is what's happened to a lot of business people. They've been sucked in. They forgot about the real world. They forgot about their real businesses, and you get a almost like a fake thinking. You know, when you're just busy, when you're physically busy, you think you're doing something, right? If you're moving around chairs, you think you're doing something. So people have almost thought, like, if I'm just on this app and I'm sitting here and I'm talking, or I'm on this room, then I'm building or I'm making money, which is not the case. So I would say have a strategy in place, have a clear thinking of where you want to be, and be very purpose driven with that. What is your purpose? Is it to make money? Is it to make sales? Is it to raise awareness for your business? And track everything. So, you know, create a URL. So if I want people from Clubhouse to come to me, then I would say, okay, go to samitpatel.clubhouse, and, you know, go to this for my free book. I would see after a month of spending X amount of hours, what has the return been? Have I sold courses? Have I made money for my business? If I have, then maybe it's worthwhile. If I haven't, then, you know, maybe I come back to it later.
Tell me, what is the difference between crowdfunding and using a venture capital firm or an angel investor?
Well, using a venture capital firm and maybe using an investor is a bit more long-winded. You know, a lot of the times you're going to get people who don't believe in your idea. And also a lot of people are looking for proven revenue or something that is showing that you're able to build revenue. But if I said to you, look, you know, I've got this idea, I've created this brand new card, or I've created this brand new phone, you know, and I think it's the next big phone. You could tell me, you know, where's your revenue? How much money have you made? This isn't the next revolutionary idea. So I can then go to the community, build up a community around this new idea and make money. And then I can come back to you and go, hey, look, I've made $1 million from my new mobile phone. Are you now interested? You might be interested at that point, right? So it's like that, you know. Initially, people will support an idea if they like you. If people like you, then they'll put money into you. And the same thing, like all of this I've been seeing with the new bar I've created, right? I've not gone to any of my friends. I've not gone to any of my family. I'm going to alcohol brands and I'm going to cryptocurrency brands. I'm saying, look, do you want to become the sponsor of this brand? So that's another way that we're actually raising funds for the bar itself.
Fantastic.
So we're saying, look, do you want to be the, you know, sponsor? We'll create you a wall. You can we'll get the graffiti artist to design it. We'll turn that into NFT, and you have the rights to that. So
no,
it's like
it's just fantastic. It's just fantastic.
Yeah.
Guys, if you watch this video, you need to work with this guy somehow. I think you already have a lot of clients. You are not looking as crazy for clients, yeah?
Well, I'm never gonna say no to money, right? So you can always have more clients, right? So we've got clients, yes, but if there's people out there that have a product and have a business and have money to spend, then I'm not gonna say no to that.
I see. So guys, fantastic. I just realized that in front of me, it's a fantastic person who don't just raise $43 million, but it's full of fantastic ideas for your business. So sometimes you need a person like you, like Samit,
Yeah.
to change the perspective. So in order to pay 5,000 or 10,000, 12, $20,000 or pounds for decorating the bar, he find the idea, oh, let's make money with this. Let's take some companies who want to sponsor this. Is fantastic.
That's why I'm also an advisor on a lot of these startup companies, because they just like, you know, they like the ideas I come out with. People call me like a visionary in my own space. Like, if you know, like I come with things that people may not have thought about with that business as well. I'm very outside the box thinking, and that's why a lot of clients come to us. It's why a lot of companies come to us. You know, we've been working with people like Xiaomi. We launched a brand new arcade machine that did $1 million, and that was through, you know, things that no one would have thought of. Like, I went to the guy, I'll give you an example before, I know maybe you've got to go, but we had this arcade machine. So I said to him, look, you've got this beautiful arcade machine. Why don't we just do a weekly live? Every single week, you just sit there playing games. Boom. And he was able to connect with the user. Like, it'll be a video like this where, you know, he's talking and he's playing games, and he was connecting with the community. So we built up a community using ads, drove them to the landing page. Then from that landing page, we drove them into a VIP Facebook group. And on this Facebook group, we had the creator of the business playing games, talking to the community. The reason he was able to sell out and make $1 million within 30 days was because of that. And that's the power in it, you know. And no one else was doing that. And he does this every single week. Even now, he just did his 100th episode from weekly streams, and everyone knows him. He's become famous, that people ask him to give his signature, because he's like, you know, a thought leader in the gaming space. So that's the type of thing I want to create. I want to create the next leaders. You know, I want to create people who are going to be known in the spaces. They are visionaries. They're going to be taking their company forward, and it's building, and it's using the constraints. You know, sometimes we don't have $1 million to spend on the launch of our business. So it's like, how can you get crafty? How you can get scrappy using the mentality you had when anyone starts up a business. You know, when I first started up a business, I probably thought to myself, too bootstrapping. I was thinking to myself, okay, every dollar I make, I will put that back into the business and reinvest it. But that's the wrong thinking. You initially do need a sum of money to be able to make it roll faster. I failed at so many businesses when I first started, because my mentality came from a broke mentality. Now it comes from a mentality of having money. I'm not the guy that just goes, okay, I'm going to spend 100,000 and not know what's happening. I will still be I will be very careful with the money I spend, but it's also, sometimes you just have to spend that money to get to the next level. You have to spend money to save your time, right? You're not going to pick up pennies from the floor. You're going to get a tractor to come in and take all that money, right? So that's the mentality you got to have, or you got to think, oh, I'm going to get a shovel or whatever to collect all these pennies. Like, whereas the broke mentality is, I'm going to pick it up one by one. So that's another thing, yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you very much for your time. So what's the website where people can find you?
Yeah, they can find me on samitpatel.net, or they can go to our agency website, jupio.com. And yeah, happy to, speak to anyone that's got businesses. If you've got a business and you're looking for marketing help, feel free to reach out to me. If you've got a startup and you're looking for an advisor, I usually take equity. Then again, feel free to reach out to me, and I will have a look through the different, options that are available.
We will share also on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on the comment side, also arcademonkeys.com and all your website.
Yeah. If anyone comes to London, come to the bar. We'll have a beer. I'll even give you a beer. We accept cryptocurrency, so this bar is another. Accepts cryptocurrency, so and we also have a cryptocurrency inspired drinks menu.
Okay, so we will be there 100%. We will be there.
Yeah, come down.
Stay safe and see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.